Yes, am I audible and visible clearly, and the screen is also visible? Okay. Yeah, so I was just covering the final portion of the pivot, that many of the functions you can do right here itself. Also, if you select the value field settings, then here you can select count, average, maximum, minimum, product, and so on. So if you select maximum, then it will show you maximum amount from each of the categories. If you just go to value field settings and select count, and it will show you the number of transactions that is there uh, per category. For now, let's keep it at some. Any doubts regarding the additional things that I explained in the pivot table? So if you have to expand this, you can again click on right click and click on expand entire field. Click here, click on expand entire field. And again, to make a horizontal table like we had done yesterday at the end of the session, instead of keeping the product or customer over here, you can just put customer in the columns, and then you can see what are the different things for each customer. So now it looks slightly complex, but in the cricket category for bales, these are the different values for each of the customer. For cricket bat, these are the different values for each of the customer. For leather ball, these are the different values. So total for cricket for Aishwarya is 24,600. Total for Priya is 22,800. So where you put this tab just changes the view of what you are trying to see. So this is just in a different format, and the overall table size becomes smaller. If you see, this is the overall table size. If you put it like this, then you just have to scroll for a lot of rows. So based on whatever your purpose is, you have to use the pivot table in different functions. Right? Is there any doubt regarding the pivot tables? Okay, I guess there is no doubt. Okay, Preeti has unmuted. Any doubt?
No, nothing specific. I just re-entered the meeting.
Okay. So I think I've covered most of the parts that I wanted to show you today. And now for the resources for more learning, I'll just stop sharing my screen for a bit, and I'll reshare once I open the resources. So these are the two YouTube channels that I primarily visit for any Excel doubts or queries that I have, or to learn different skills. So the first one is Chandu. He is currently staying in New Zealand, and he has lots of interesting videos about different aspects. So data cleaning part, I included some of those in the good data, bad data aspect. Then 5 skills to become a good data analyst, and so on. So Chandu is one account that is very helpful. How to become a better data visualization expert. What are the different playlists in his account? SQL, HR, Python, Excel, data cleaning, and so on. So these playlists will be more specific to what you want to learn. Today, the course that I conducted was an overall summary of the important formulae that I feel are necessary in the day-to-day working. So this is one channel. And the second channel is Leila Gharani. So many of the solutions that I have found to problems that I come across, I have found on this channel. So she also has many interesting videos, not just related to Excel, but also related to Teams, PowerPoint, Power Query, and so on. She also has multiple different playlists for each of the different things. And both of them explain it in a very simple way. So if you have any other queries along with what I covered today, then you can always visit these two channels as well. And once you click on any video, say and with this video, then automatically you will get other functions, Excel SUMIFs, return multiple match, and so on. So if you want to continue your learning journey in Excel or PowerPoint and so on, then you can check out these two channels. And yeah, that's it from my side for today. If anyone else wants to contribute, then you can do so. Any other channels that you might have, any other experiences that you might have had in your Excel journey and so on. Yeah, Preeti.
So I have observed that, I don't know, it might be it's my mistake, but the dates get converted from DDMMYY to MMDDYY, American and British system. So
Right,
I am always, yeah, worried about those date formats, how to handle that.
right. So here, if I select this,
Especially the data shared by others
right,
might be in different format.
right. So yesterday we covered text to columns. So I'll just go through that once again. So whenever your date format is messed up, you can select that portion, go to data. Is my screen visible? Okay, just give me 1 second. Yeah, is it visible now? Okay. So for that, you have to select whatever is your date format, go to data tab, click on text to columns in data tools. Here, this delimited and fixed width you don't really need right now. Click on next. Here, if you select date, then you can select what format your data is in. So it can be MDY, DMY, YMD, MYD, and so on. So if it is DDMMYY, then you have to select date, month, year. If it is instead, say, MMDDYY, then you have to select month, date, and year. So accordingly, your data will update. Right? So for example, this 1st Jan and 6th Jan. So the 1st Jan is, if I select a short date format, and this is 2021 0101 0106. So now if I select this next date DMY, then it will be 1st Jan. Instead, if I select the MDY, then it becomes June because it will be 6/1. So it's instead of 6th Jan, it will be 1st of June. Also for getting the date format from this short date function to actually the way this looks. So you have to press Control Shift and 3. Control plus Shift plus 3. So if you press Control Shift hyphen the top left, then it will give you a general category. If you press Control Shift 1, it will give you a number category. If you press Control Shift 2, then it will give you time. If you press Control Shift 3, it will give you date. If you press Control Shift 4, then it will give you accounting format. If you press Control Shift 5, it will give you percentage format. In Control Shift 6, it will give you a different format which you don't really need to use. So for now, I need to use date. It will be Control Shift 3. The Control Shift and the top row of numbers, the different number is standing for different function. So is the doubt cleared for the MDY and DMY? Okay, great. Any other aspects that you want me to touch up upon or you want to share about your experiences in Excel or any other resources that you have used previously in Excel? Okay, guess not. I am again sharing the feedback form link in the chat and I'll be also sharing it in the Zoom chat. It is anonymous, so you can be as harsh or as gentle as you want while giving the feedback. And just be honest, because the next time I conduct this session, it will help me take the session in an even better and improved manner. Right. So thank you so much, everyone. I hope you like the session. I hope you learned something from the basics and intermediate to master level session. And I hope that you practice these things. Also, one additional thing that I had not mentioned in the poster is that now whenever you get any queries regarding Excel or so, you are free to reach out to me for those. If they are easily addressable, then I'll explain them to you on the spot, or if not, then you can share the data with me and I'll help you figure out a solution for that. Right. So thank you so much everyone for registering, and I hope that whenever I conduct the next session, you will also share it with your friends if you found this helpful. And hopefully I'll see you all soon outside in the real world and not just on the Zoom screen. So thank you so much.